Here we are again with our preamp, and we're showing you the different settings that are inside. A few dip switches here and there. So what we have is a way to control devices. You may have a CD player, phono, maybe a streamer, other devices. What you can do is this will supply the power to the power amp and these devices based on the device that you've selected. The power will turn on. You may not want it to turn off when you go to a different device. That's what these dip switches here are for. There's 4 devices. The fourth one is for the internal Bluetooth option. So the selector has the input selector is a selector of 4. So if you flip one of these switches here up, it will mean the corresponding power outlet will stay on as long as the preamp is turned on. The other thing, assuming that you don't have those always on, we have over here is we have timers. This here timer on the right is the delay on. So as you're pushing inputs, and I don't know, maybe you're going push the wrong one, or this, rather than having the powers turning off and on a mistaken pressed input, you can have a delay so that it doesn't actually turn on. It's of 1 second, 2 seconds, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, 8 seconds. I currently got it set at 2 seconds. This other one over here is the delay off. So you may want to change the time it takes for the device that you're not using to turn off when you select a different device. So here we have a delay of 15 seconds, 30 seconds, 75 seconds, 3 minutes, 6 minutes. I have it at 30 seconds. But by rotating that switch, you can change it to whatever you like. There's another dip switch settings in here is for how much output you need for your particular amplifier. Some amplifiers, most amplifiers usually like a volt RMS. And so this will, by changing these dip switches, you got a -3 dB switch and a plus 6 dB switch. So right now I have it on max output, so which is going to be over a volt. So I got the 3 dB switch turned off and the 6 dB switch plus 6 dB switch turned on. And so if I wanted to knock it down 3 dB, I could just turn the -3 dB switch on, and that would bring it down to about a volt. If I wanted to, if my amplifier is really sensitive, then I could knock the 6 dB plus 6 dB off, and that will take it to its lowest level. Hopefully that will satisfy most amplifiers. Over here, we have a switch obviously for changing it to 220. or 240, whatever it takes. Over here we have the Bluetooth device. I don't recommend anybody mess with this, but there is an offset voltage, a zero offset, meaning if you wanted to adjust that, you would need a millivolt meter on the output, and you adjust that for as close to zero as possible. And you would have to be on the Bluetooth input. The other thing we have here is an option for a phono preamp stage. A couple of jumpers here to make it, these jumpers stay in there to keep it, to make it a just strictly a line level input. If you take those jumpers out, there's a board that I have that you can put in. We'll do a magnetic pickup preamp for phono. Most people have their own preamps that they like to use, so basically that's where that goes. And that is just about all of it inside the preamp. Replacing the top of the preamp is pretty simple. Just slide it in like so. That's that. This is a quick demonstration of the auto power control for peripherals.